Good day and welcome. I'm Louise from Calgary, and today's introduction is how to choose your fitness program. Now, we all go through stages where we want to get our body better in shape or want to get rid of stress or that frustration that we feel or just get fit. Now, how do you choose which program to do, where to do it, and what is safe and good for your body? Let me help you with a couple of tips. First, when you want to choose the program, you need to choose something that is available for you and what fits your budget and also your lifestyle, the time available, and then what you would like. Because the motivation of going and doing that is very important to keep you in doing that. Now, let's start, for example, with swimming, because I recently have a friend who asked me to help him work out a program for himself to get fit in the pool. Now, he has a gym subscription and he can go to a pool with the size of a 25-meter length in which he can do some strokes. When I asked him what his goal is, he was kind of baffled. Why do I ask something like that? He just wants to swim. Now, the goal setting is important. I want to know, do you want to train for getting into competitions like long distance swimming, speed swimming? Back in school, if he was a competitor, what is his goal currently? Because as we go through changes in life and as our children grow up, sometimes we want to do some big things we always dreamed of, that bucket list. And I need to know, is this part of his bucket list or is it part of his well-being? I also need to know how often he can do it, because that helped me to know, can I work on strength, endurance, which muscle groups must rest while doing the program? Will I need to build in active rest, or can the days that he's not capable of going to the gym be counted as active stress? Because if you start with a new program, your body goes through certain development, stretching, growing patterns, and if you overload the muscle groups, you can injure yourself or you can trigger different types of muscles that developed or prevent you from doing things. And we want his body to be as flexible and strong and fit as possible. So I need to know how many times a week can he fit into a regular week, not an ideal week, but a regular week. I am not going to be this person's trainer. I just want him to understand what to do so that if he tries to improve his own program, bought online or from the gym, he must understand his own body and development better to help him to achieve the best. So to be able to do that, we must monitor his heart, his lung capacity, and his technique. To improve the technique can improve speed or endurance. If it's not for that, then we can use different techniques, different activities like hydroactivity, muscle development therapy, to help him to strengthen his core muscles, to be able to sit better at work, concentrate, have a better posture. But it's very important to know the heart and the lungs fitness. So I need to know how he is doing when he's climbing steps. How is his breath being when he's finished climbing the steps? Did he have COVID? Did he currently have any other flu symptoms or health issues that we must consider? If we look at stress and heart rate, then stress increase the heart rate. That makes that we decrease the oxygen levels. And post-COVID, that is important to know how to improve your overall fitness. Now, stress is not the stress is a very interesting thing because it is not a adding up sum. It is a sum that can take you over the edge. And with physical activities, we can reduce the effect that it has if you are on the edge. But if your body is stressed in more than 3 areas, that is emotional with your family, your work, goal settings, unhealthy eating habits, and you put on top of that the stress of physical activities, then you might push yourself over the edge. But you can also use physical activities to reduce stress. Now, to be able to do that, you must start light on your activity program and build it up slowly. Pamper yourself, don't stress yourself. Be kind to yourself and rather take things slowly. It is important then to track your heart rate and to see how stable you can keep it and how quickly you can um, so the heart and the lungs work very closely together, and the brain helps to send the messages to them, what to do next, when to do it, how to cut the oxygen from certain parts, how to increase it, how to pump faster, how to pump harder. And if you are in stress, that can be dangerous. So there's always a risk when doing physical activities and being stressed out or sick or recently recovered from a very ill sickness. If we look at swimming, there's basic activities and muscle groups that are used to do that. But what is very nice for me of swimming is you get the whole time resistance from the water and you can burn energy so much faster. But as we mentioned in the intro, you have to like to be in the water to benefit the best from the water. You need to like to swim up and down, and listen to the noises in the water, your own heartbeat, your hand going in the water, the bubbles, or you must be able to cut all those noises out and enjoy the silence. So let's look at the different muscle groups. By using your hands and make a pull stroke through the water if you swim breaststroke or freestyle, you use your hands, but the main power comes from the arms and the shoulders. So you will experience some tiredness in those areas. And then if you are kicking correctly with your feet, then you will get your tummy, your buttocks and your thigh muscles very tired. Yes, your feet will also exercise and you need to move them lightly through the water, but you need to get the power from higher up. And then with that, you need to be able to keep your body in the right position. And that requires a lot of tummy and core muscles and back muscles to keep your body as straight as possible or moving through the waves of the activity. Now, if we look at the finer muscles in the hands and the feet, they can get very quickly tired, but the bigger muscles can go on for longer. Now, that helps you to figure out with your own body how many lengths of the specific stroke you can do. To rest the one muscle group, the arms, while you are still in the water, that is when we use certain helping tools like floaters or keeping your arms still or keeping your legs still while the other muscle groups are working. So in that way, if you are just kicking with your legs and your arms are still holding a floating board, floating device, then your arms are resting. Your tummy muscles and your back muscles will still work a little bit, but the main power and the main energy burning at that stage come from your legs. Now the same applies when you are keeping your legs still and just swim with your arms. Then your legs are resting and your arms are exercising. In that way, you can keep going with shorter resting periods because the muscles rest while you are busy with other muscles. And that is active resting while you are doing your activity. Now, that is a very good thing that we usually see in short gym circuits, that you rotate between different equipment. It gives the muscles some time to rest while you are busy with the other thing. And that is important because you can now focus on less muscle groups doing an activity and let the arms, for example, do it better, perfect, correct, or correct some bad behaviors. Because the more muscle groups that are used together, like arms and legs, the more difficult it is to correct bad behavior. Now, if we start breaking things down into smaller activities, then we can start developing those muscles that you don't feel is working during your program. So that will be more onto the forearm or into the hands or weaker muscle groups that have an injury in the past. And that is where you do just little crunches with your hands or moving just your feet up and down while sitting on the side of the pool. Breaking activities down into smaller activities is very powerful. That improve the bigger muscles capability, and that also improve your long distance endurance. If you want to work for power, then it is a different technique that you need to do because you need to rest more often and do some more explicit, exploding activities which increase all energy at one stage. If you need to go for fitness or fat burning, then you need to take it slower so that you can exhaust the energy in the muscles over a longer period, and your body can trust you to use the fat. We have fat in the body to help us survive, to help us with storage in times needed. To have better wellness, you must focus on your eating as well. That fits into fat and energy. So look at what you are eating. Look at the frequencies you are eating. And losing fat is not the right way by keeping your body from eating. When you are in a fitness program, your body must trust yourself that food will be available, and then the right food will be available. So eating healthy is very important while you are busy improving your wellness. And if your body trusts that the food will be available, it will start using the fat as energy while you are doing your activities. And that will help in reducing weight and fat burning. Remember, you will also build muscles, and muscles are heavier than fat, but muscles also look better than fat. So when you start with your fitness program, keep a couple of these things in mind and follow some of our other tips to help you to be better and increase your wellness, because wellness through movement is powerful. Thank you. You're always welcome to look at our other programs to help you with increasing your wellness. And know that we don't sell sport-specific programs. We focus on the wellness and enjoying that and make it possible for you in your everyday